What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the best ways to switch over from an old tank to a new tank, as I'm going to be doing that with my small beta fish tank just here. So let's get on with the video. My old small fish tank behind me, my old small beta fish tank, was only 19 litres, which is quite small. So I upgraded to a 30 litre fish tank for it, so it'll have so much more room to swim about and move. So let me show you the tank now. This is the 30 litre fish tank. It is about 1.5 foot wide by about 12 inches deep. So it's a lot bigger than my last fish tank. It's a little bit thinner, but because of the space and how long it is across, it gives plenty of room for the fish to swim about backwards and forwards, because when you get a fish tank, it's always best to get one longer than taller, because fish like to swim vertically, not horizontally. No. Yeah, that's right, not vertically. They like to swim vertically, not horizontally. So guys, a few hints and a few tips of how to set up this new tank or exchange them over. So firstly, you always want to keep your old water, because that's already pre-cycled water. So all the goodness in it, all the nitrates and ammonia, the nitrites, all of the good stuff there will be transported into your new aquarium. So always keep the water. Another great thing is also, if you're using the same filter that you had in your previous tank, always put it in there if it's big enough. If it's not big enough, the tank should always cycle quicker anyway, because it's got the old water in there. So remember, always keep the water, and if you have the filter that's big enough for it, keep it as well. Luckily the filter I have in my smaller one is plenty big for it, so it's all good. So guys, what you want to do first is you want to make sure the glass is clean and the gravel has been washed completely, because whatever tank you're upgrading to, you just want it to be spotless and clean. So let's get on with the cleaning. So guys, when you have decided what gravel and everything you're going to put in there, or if you're going to take any ornaments out of your old tank to put in your new tank, it's then time to make sure that your new tank will fit in the space that your old tank was in, because you never want to get it all ready, do the exchange, and you can't fit it in where you're going to put it. So in the case if you have multiple tanks or it's a really tight space, always make sure you measure where the tank's going to go before you start it all up. So guys, first thing on the list, and the first thing to do, is the lid. Now, the lid is just a simple, basic, really light plastic lid, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the light from the old tank now, and what I'm simply going to do is glue it on there so it stays nice and secure, and then cut a little slip just in the top bit so the wire can come out perfectly. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be my standard lid. So guys, I've just taken the light off the old lid. You can see the size difference between the two tanks just there. So it is going to be definitely a lot bigger for the fish. So guys, this is the strip light that I took off it, and I'm simply going to glue it in there just like that. So it's like the light is going to be securely onto the lid. So guys, to attach the light onto the lid, I'm using a simple Aquarium fish safe super glue. So pretty much, if anything happened and the glue ended up in the water or whatever, it wouldn't harm the fish at all, which is what we want. So let me go ahead and glue this. Fish tank, and it is a tropical water. I will be upgrading the heater slightly. This is a spare one I had, and it's just a little bit higher than my last one, just because it's a slightly bigger tank. So keep that in mind if you are exchanging into tropical, that will your heater be big enough and strong enough to heat the new tank that you're changing it to. So guys, once I have cleaned out this and I've got my ornaments ready to go in, I'm now just going to start putting it all together, and then I'm going to put it in place and fill it with water. The old water, don't forget, the old water. Let's do it. guys, so now the tank is in place just under there. I will show you guys now where it's placed, and then it's just started to change things over. Start to put the water in there, then put the filter in, top the water up a little bit, and then I can put the fish in. So as you can see, I've set up the filter, the heater, everything's in there now. A bit more gravel has to be added. I transferred the fish over, and what I do is I've only filled it up about halfway and then refill it another half with fresh water, so you don't put all the murky water back in there. So now let's plug it in and see what it looks like. Oh my god, look how much better it looks. That looks so much better and looks so much more realistic. I absolutely love it. Guys, so we have to do one more thing to this lid before it can go on properly. As you can tell, there's loads of wires hanging off the side, so we have to cut slits in them so the lid fits on perfectly and flush. Let's do it. So all my slits now are done in the lid, so now things should just fit perfectly. You can tell, and it is looking so good. I'm over the moon with it. It's going to take a little while for it to properly all clear up, all the water clear up, but yeah, I'm over the moon with that, guys. As I finally finished the tank that's under there now, it's all tucked under there nicely. As you can tell, it fits in perfectly with the rest of the tanks in the cage. And yeah, I hope this video helped you guys. If you're thinking about moving your tanks or you want to upgrade and you don't know where to start, I hope this helps you. So yeah, if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not, for more freshwater fish videos. So I will see you next time. Goodbye.